Hello everybody, I'm back with another episode of Top Drives. Now this is probably going to be quite a long episode because I'm going to try to complete as much of summer games as I possibly can here, because we're running out of time, that's for certain. So because of that, we're gonna try to do something about it. Now, are we going to get through all of summer games? Probably not. Are we going to try to get through as much as we can? Yes, I have the cash bug though, so we're gonna have to restart the game here. But yeah, as you can see, timer sets on 2 days. And I want to go as far as I can today. So long video, sit in for the long haul with me. I apologize for not uploading in, I don't know how long now, like 10 days or something. It's just been a lot of stuff to do at work. I had to go in for extra work, and it's just been a whole ordeal. But I'm here now, and I have told you before, and I will keep telling you, don't take these episodes for granted. I won't be here all of the time anymore like I used to. And I think you guys know that by now. And if you don't, well, here's another disclaimer. If I go away for like 9 days, it's not gonna be something strange. And I am coming back. I just have to do top drives when I have the time. And if I'm not coming back for a long time, then I've hadn't had the time, and that's it. So just don't worry, and obviously just stick in there, and I will be back when I can be back. And that's it. Alright, so I'm guessing these first couple of challenges are going to be super duper easy. And then it's gonna be more and more difficult as we climb through the ranks here. But we'll see about it. Maybe it's super easy from the get-go. Well, as we climb as well, I mean. Of course it's gonna be super easy from the get-go. I think I was going to say it's gonna be super hard from the get-go maybe, but it doesn't look like it, does it? Today is Saturday. I'm a bit fried today because yeah. And I mean that in the sense that I have a low energy, not the other sense. Sorry guys. I have a bit of low energy today because of the fact that I worked from 7 AM to 6 PM yesterday. It was a long day. So now I'm kind of just recuperating from that 11-hour day that I had. So because of that, my energy is a little bit low. So I feel a little out of it, is what I was trying to say. I worded it very wrong. But it's fine, it's fine. And you know, a day like this is perfect for one of these like longer type videos where I just sit down for like an ungodly amount of time trying to do a challenge. We don't necessarily need to talk about top drives all the time. It's not super focused or anything, and we're probably gonna be here for a while, you know, sort of vibe. So it's kind of fine that I'm a little bit low energy, because that will make me get through this with probably more acceptance than usual. You know how I usually get like, I can get super annoyed at challenges. I don't really feel that today. I don't have the energy to get annoyed. So this is probably gonna be more sane for me to do this on. What sort of prizes are we going to get, I wonder? We get the Hudson Hornet, which is nice. I wonder how far we can get. We'll see, we'll see. But that was number 2. That was marathon swimming. Super easy challenge. That's nice. Now we do this next one. See if we can't get through this one as well. Now, let me know how far you guys got in the summer games down below in the comment section. It will be interesting to see whether or not you guys got through all of it, or if you got stuck somewhere because you didn't have enough tokens, or maybe you got stuck because the challenge was difficult. I don't know if that's somewhere where we are going to go today, but maybe we will get stuck at some point because the challenge is too difficult. But yeah, let me know down below in the comment section. I think that's very interesting to see how far some of you got. But for me, I hope I can do all that I can with the tokens that I have. That's my goal for this, basically. I don't know if we're gonna go all the way today, or if I'm gonna split this up to 2 sessions, one today and one tomorrow, where I try to go as far as I can with these 2 days, because if this takes, you know, hours and hours, I'm probably gonna get bored of this, so I might have to split it up. But if we can get through this in like an hour, then that's fine. Right now it's just clicking and skipping though, which is kind of, I don't know, maybe it's nice though, because we're gonna have to go through so much, so probably nice to have this be just skipping and clicking today, or right now rather. You see what I'm talking about, guys? I can't even formulate proper sentences because I've just completely lost. I can tell you what I have been doing though, to relax. I can't really do top drives videos to relax. It isn't really that relaxing to me. Does that make sense? I think it does, right? So what I've been doing to relax is playing this Minecraft mod pack called Project Architect 2. Having a lot of fun with that. I'm actually getting kind of late game into it now, and I think I'm gonna be able to complete the entire thing, which is a rarity for me with mod packs, because most of them are so open-ended that you can't really complete everything all the way through. That was athletics, by the way. Let's move on to ice hockey. Let's actually claim this first. Get some cash here for free. Ice hockey. Yeah. Let's do it. And I'm guessing it's gonna be kind of off-road. If it's ice hockey, yeah, surface off-road. Here we go. But I'm not allowed to use any off-road cars. Oh yeah, I am. I just don't have any from this category. Are there any from this category? Doesn't look like. Oh, it's because it's summer games tag. Obviously, there's not gonna be any not summery cars, right? Is that the thing? Maybe. Filter. I mean, I think these are just gonna be better than almost everything else, but we don't have that much RQ, so we'll just go standard tires, see what we have. That's probably gonna be good enough. Yeah, so I've been doing that mod pack, been getting through like a good bit of the main storyline, but I think now I'm at a point where I'm so overpowered in the mod pack that the rest of the storyline is gonna be significantly easier than the first parts. We'll see though, maybe I will be proven wrong. That's a cool car here. What is that, a Senwo? Oh, I see. Yeah, it looks very default here, this ice challenge here. They just don't really put any off-road cars because there are none in the tag, and they don't really put any competitive cars whatsoever anyway, so you can just use any standard tire cars and just be completely fine. Or at least that's the way it looks right now. Which I'm not complaining, that's fine. We're just absolutely crushing it here. But as far as challenge goes, this isn't really a challenge at all. Maybe that's the point though, maybe it shouldn't be a challenge and the actual challenge is just getting the tokens, I don't know. I guess we'll figure out as we go further. Cool. And the final round. Very nice. Very nice. And we are moving on. That was ice hockey, and now we're doing canoe slalom. Interesting. Aha. If you wonder, if you're totally new to the game and wonder why we won there, it's because they are using slick tire cars. They're still doing it. And slick tires on rain is absolutely dreadful, and therefore even rare cars with performance tires are doing way, way better on the surface. So this seems like another easy peasy if it's gonna be just slick tire cars on the other team. No, not anymore. Still no problem here though. Round number 6. Round number 7. And so on, so forth. Let's see if they put anything difficult here. Doesn't look like they will. Which is fine, which is fine. We'll just take it and just move on. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Neat. That was all 10, right? I think so. Yup. And we move on to beach volleyball. Guessing it's off-road again. No, it's on-road. Interesting. I was gonna say I already used that car. I already used this too. That's also gonna be... Ah, here we go. Okay, actually interesting rounds now. Okay. Yeah, we do have an all-surface tire car. Okay. So... there we go. Nice. Aha, and now we're fully on road all of a sudden. Okay. Nice. And here we go with sand stuff again. Cool. Okay. Cool. race. Round number 7. No problem here either. Round number 8. Round number 9. And round number 10. We are picking up yet another win here. Very nice. There's that medal, and then we have what? We have BMX racing. Interesting. Low RQ event here. Oh. Oh. Oh, that made it through. Nice. Oh, but not when it's raining. Okay, I see. Makes sense. But now it will make it through. Oh, okay. Let's see then. Oh, we have so many points. Cool. Okay. There we go. Nice. Nice. That was like no hassle as well. Just had to put in some off-road cars and it was fine. Nice. Moving on to cross-country skiing. Let's see. Off-road as well, of course. There we go. Probably gonna be no problem here. So I would hope. it's just all good here. All of these off-road events are just like they're putting no opposition in the other hand, so it's just easy pickings. Aha! Okay. So this was kind of more on-roady-ish. Cool. We're all good. Everything is fine. Cool, we're all good, everything is fine. Again, this is just fine. And this is also no problem. And the final round. We've got this perfectly fine all the way through, and we are getting deeper into these challenges now, and it's still just no problem here. Moving on now to sport climbing. Is this also off-road? No, it looks like on-road. Okay, interesting. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that's fine. Got some Swedish action going here, which is nice. Some Volvos in the mix, can never go wrong. Cool beans. The 944 definitely MVP of this one, I feel like, which is nice. Very OG car when it comes to top drives. Been in the game for ever, from the start, I think. And still useful to this day. Would you look at that? Absolutely wholesome. This is very much a drag and drop event so far. We'll see if it sticks like that all the way throughout. Well, so far it's like that. Round 9. And round number 10. Yeah, just no problem here, which is nice. We can move on to Equestrian. Sport climbing completely done. Equestrian up next. Cool. Oh, I see. Sure. Cool. Looks like we'll make it through here. I hope so. Oh, really? We don't necessarily need to do that because here we go. Nice. Sorry if the commentary is lacking. Maybe we should find something to talk about, guys. What do I have? You know, gotta get something from the innermost workings of my brain. What am I thinking about? I don't know what to talk about, really. How do you guys go about grocery store shopping? That's a good thing to talk about. Completely nonsensical, but I do have a tangent for it. Because when I go grocery store shopping, when I go to the grocery store, I basically almost always go in there just looking for the specific deals of that week. You know what I mean? Because they do like extra special offers. I don't know if it's like this in your country, but here it's like that pretty much everywhere. We have like this super special deals every week in the convenience store, and that's what you go for, or the supermarket driver, and that's what you go for. So when I go into the grocery store, I'm always just like tracking and going to the shelves that have these special offers, and my week to week eating schedule or how I consume food drastically changes depending on what's up in the grocery store. Do you know what I mean? Like if there's a good deal for something, then I'm going to get it. So that means that every week I have like very different stuff in my fridge because I'm just buying the things that I find cost efficient or whatever, because I don't really like spending that much money on groceries, and with the cost of living being the way it is, and the cost of groceries being the way it is, it's almost completely impossible to go to the grocery store and just get what you want to without it costing a lot of money that you probably do not want to spend. So I just wonder, if you are old enough to have your own apartment, your own house, whatever it may be, how do you go about it? Do you do the same as me, where you look through your like newspapers, or like I have the app, of course, so you look through the app and you see what's, you know, popping this particular week? Or do you do more of a like fully improv shopping session? Because I used to do that in the past, but it's just so expensive. There's just no real benefit to doing just that, in my opinion, except for the fact that you get stuff that you particularly want in that situation, which is something that I might not get now because of how I am purchasing stuff. Let me know in the comment section. That's an interesting question, actually. How do you go about grocery store shopping if you are old enough? And if you're not old enough, how do your parents go about it? Like when you're with them in the store, have they looked at deals before, or are they just kind of buying whatever comes to mind? And does it work the same way in your country even? Let me know that as well. when it comes to grocery shopping, how do you go about it? Do you get deals given to you in an app or in a newspaper or something? Or are there no deals maybe? I don't know. Because I have quite a diverse audience, right? People from all over, different countries all over the world. So I kind of only know how it works in countries that I've been, which is like Sweden, England. I have close friends in America, so I know how it works there. I know it works in Japan. But a lot of countries I don't know how it works, is what I'm trying to get to. So I don't know how it works in, let's say, like Bhutan. I have no idea how it works there. Or like in why did I pick a slick tire car? That was stupid. Or in, let's have another interesting country, Kuwait. I have no idea how it works in Kuwait. Or like in Uzbekistan. I have no idea. Right. City streets, huh? 2 of them. But this is low. Yeah. Let's find that. Cool. Also, how often do you guys go grocery shopping? Because I've seen, you know, like sometimes when I'm on Instagram or TikTok or wherever I'm at, right? I see people who grocery store shop like once a month, which is ridiculous, a ridiculous concept to me. Like, how can you possibly grocery shop once a month and be satisfied with that? I do once a week, sometimes twice a week. I think that's more reasonable. I know a lot of people do like on a day-to-day basis, especially if you live alone. I wonder what is the most common way. I think week to week is probably the most common way to shop. If I'm gonna be honest, that's just what I think. I think that sounds about right? That every week you do the big grocery store shop and then you wait for next week to see what new offers arise and stuff like that. At least in Sweden, that tracks that people would do it that way. And as always, I can't really speak for anything outside of Sweden, right? Because I don't know how the day-to-day goes there, because I've only been there, you know, visiting on vacation rather than living. It's 2 completely foreign things, right? Being vacation somewhere and living the actual country are just completely different. We are going through so much today, like so many challenges. Wow, that was really close for some reason. Okay, so it seems like we have sort of an off-road deal here, right? So let's get a more off-road focused hand here. You can stay. Let's get you in. Let's get you in. I mean, all service tire car probably good, right? Here we go. Ah, test bow. But yeah, I think that's an interesting question, definitely, because I think people's habits of doing stuff like just super mundane stuff varies so much depending on where you are. I truly believe that, which is wonderful. We have a diverse world, one that I have not really stepped foot into yet. Obviously, I have all of my travel plans and I have everywhere that I want to go. I just haven't been yet, you know. I've been in so few countries. I've been in Sweden, England, I've been in Italy, in France, in Denmark, in Norway, of course. And then that's pretty much it. Finland and Russia, of course. But yeah, that is still such a small and familiar part of the world if you compare to all of the different places there are out there to go, you know? So it's gonna be very interesting to take my Japan trip here in next spring or early summer, or whenever I get around to it, if I can even go, because I might get another contract with work and stuff like that, and I do want to work and earn money as well. It's a dilemma, right? It's a dilemma. We'll see about it. I might leave, because I've been talking about it, and I've been very vocal about it here on the channel. We're moving on to skateboarding, by the way. I've been very vocal with it on the channel that I am going for like several months to Japan. However, if I do get a contract with work again, so that I work next year with what I've been doing as well, if I keep teaching for next year, then there's really no opportunity for me to go for such a long period of time, is what I'm trying to say with it. And what is going to happen, what is going to end up happening, is I'm going to have to go for a shorter period of time, maybe a week, 2 weeks, something like that, and that way I can just get leave off of work. And I think that's the best way around, the best way to go about it, I think. But we'll see, we'll see. The future is still yet to be written, and there are a lot of uncertainties in my future after after come Christmas, because that's when my current contract expires. And I am basically jobless unless I get written another contract, which I most likely will. But of course, it's still a question that is always up in the air. But hopefully. It's a cat and mouse race, isn't it? Really, life in general. Very interesting game, the game of life. I do really enjoy playing it though. It's a truly once in a lifetime experience, because afterwards you're gone, right? So you gotta play it to its full extent. You gotta try to take every single shortcut, every single what's the opposite of shortcut in English? In Swedish it's omväg, but you gotta take, you know, you gotta take the slow path every now and then too. You gotta look at life from every single sense and direction, and that way you can figure out what life is for you and what you want to do with it, with the limited amount of time that you have here. And remember, every experience gained is an experience that you are not wasting. So don't worry about sitting around for a long period of time. Don't worry about like, oh, I'm not doing anything with my life or whatever like that. Because the thing about that is, just as long as you're experiencing, then you are still experiencing. Does that make sense? But you know what I mean, right? Don't knock yourself down for not being anywhere, because that in itself is an experience. That's what I mean. Of course, you shouldn't sit around for too long, but it's fine. Rowing. But do you understand what I mean? I think I've formulated myself quite fine. Or at least I hope so. I think a lot of people worry that life is running away from them, and then either A, being so worried about it that they don't do anything about it, or B, just not doing anything about it. but there's always one. You can live in this not doing anything state for a while, and it'll probably be fine anyways, or you can get up and do something about it, which is something that a lot of people are scared about, because if you do something about your current living situation, you're putting yourself in sort of a limbo. You're exposing yourself and putting yourself on sort of a fragile path in life where you are probably not one that you're probably not usually on, you know, because you've gotten used to the comfortability of just being able to go with whatever you've got going right now. But obviously challenging oneself is just part of human nature as well. So if you just go around your whole life without ever challenging yourself, you're gonna find yourself very miserable. It's just how it is. However small the challenge is a different story, because that varies so much from person to person. Like, one person can change their, you know, daily routine a little bit by maybe going to bed a little earlier, or maybe changing what they have for breakfast each day, and that can be a super big thing for their life, and a super anxiety driven but also super like opportunistic part of their life. Just changing something so ever slightly can spice up their life. And for another person it might be completely changing the direction in which your life is going, or something of the sort, and both of which are fine. Like, there's no, like, whatever works for you is what works for you. There's no competition in experience. You really have to experience it for yourself and do whatever drives you and whatever you think is going to be fruitful for you in the future. And for me, I'm definitely much in the second category, where sometimes I really need to spin my life in order to not get too mudded down, you know, because I feel like my shoes get more and more heavy when I do the same thing more and more. The one thing I can say though is, ever since I got this teaching gig and I'm working as a teacher, the work itself is so varied. Like, from day to day I'm doing completely different things, like almost every day, and because of this it's not getting stale at all. I'm not feeling this feeling that I always get, that what I'm doing is the same and oh, I'm bored of this. It always happens to me. It doesn't matter what it is, if it's work, if it's playing a game, if it's leisure, if it's relationships, everything. I just get bored very easily. But with teaching, I just don't get bored. I think it's because it's so many different influences, so many different impressions, and just a varied work ethic as it is, you know, because you have so much opportunity and so much space to play around with as a teacher, because you can kind of steer it whichever direction you wish for that day, so long as you are doing that in with the best interest of the kids in mind, which is something that I really enjoy with that line of work. We're moving on now, sorry, to look how close we are to the end. We can only do these two now. Artistic swimming. I have no idea how long this video is, probably like an hour by this point. Maybe not, actually. Maybe a little less, I don't know. But yeah, what I'm saying is that if you are a person who gets very comfortable, maybe consider if that's the best thing for you, and don't let me just sway you by saying something. Never listen to people around you when it comes to important decisions in your life, because of course they can give you advice, but you shouldn't take their words at face value, because then what you end up doing is taking the wrong decision based upon what somebody else is telling you to do with your life, which is something that you should never do, in my opinion. Of course, that's just my opinion, and as I said, you shouldn't listen to me, you shouldn't listen to anyone, it's what I think. But that's up to you. But yeah, that's the little bit of nuggets of life advice here, is don't be too afraid of change, don't be too afraid of going outside of the mold and making something different, because most of the time it's gonna go okay, most of the time. And I get that that is why people are so worried. why people worry in general is because the most of the time doesn't mean all of the time. And that's a fact. And that's just how it is. And maybe you are in a position where you cannot be in such an exposed place. Let's say you are, you know, you're starting a family, you have kids now. Then maybe don't completely switch up what you're doing with your life, because you have someone else that you're living for now, not just yourself. You're living for your family, and your family kind of becomes more important than your own personal gratification. And you should try to find personal gratification through your family. You know, again, I'm just waffling now. I have no kids myself, so I can't even live myself into someone who has kids and maybe is not really happy with their life anyways. Because for me, I think I would be happy in every moment as long as I have, you know, kids. Because then you kind of have succeeded as a human being in a way, in my opinion. I don't know. Now I'm super waffling, sorry guys. But also, that's why most of you are here anyways. You wouldn't watch this gameplay video if I weren't waffling about random stuff. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, guys. What a production, eh? It is what it is. I just had to do all of this today, because if we didn't, then it would have been too late. And now it's getting difficult. I was questioning if it was ever going to get difficult, and I definitely got my answer. Because now this is getting a little bit out there, for sure, in difficulty. A little bit up there, rather, not out there, sorry. I will say though, getting older, it is difficult, because I always feel constantly like I'm running out of time, and that is a fact. So that's why I don't want to be too complacent, especially since I don't have anything tying me down. I don't really need to be complacent, except for the fact that I need to, you know, make enough money to survive. And of course I won't be doing that if I just go to Japan now and forget about my job. Obviously that is not something that is ideal for any situation. But yeah, I definitely want to go do something, experience something quite soon. And I'll have to make it work somehow. And I'll figure it out. I always tend to do, somehow. I think that's one of my strengths, is that whatever it is, I always somehow figure it out. And you gotta be big on giving yourself the credit, you know, whenever you do something good, or whenever you yourself as a person is doing something that you see as, oh, I don't need to only use ultra rares, okay, well then it's fine. Whenever you as a person are doing something that you see as valiant if someone else will be doing it, then you should always give yourself credit for doing that, because obviously it took a push of some sort. Whoops. And it's not narcissistic to give yourself credit for doing something that you yourself find impressive. That's just being a good person to yourself, which is something that a lot of people forget. And I understand why, given the situation of the world. Look at this top speed. What in the world? 186 is ludicrous. What? What is this rocket? Look at this. That is ridiculous. Hello? That's absolutely ridiculous. I want to watch that race. I had no idea that I had that top speed. That seems completely unrealistic. Maybe that's true though. 300 kilometers an hour in a strange Cadillac concept car. I don't know. Maybe. It is a rocket as well. Look at that. That's a quick car. Interesting. That's something I'll have to keep in mind. And now for the last one that I can do. Mountain bike. Rodeo drive. Look at this. Nope. Mountain bike it is. My last stop here. Ah, bruh. I see. Well, here we go. Final challenge, and then we're gonna open a lot of prizes, right? I have no idea what are in these prizes or how far I got up the prize ladder, but that's something we'll just have to figure out here. But I am very excited to claim all of these prizes, for sure. Maybe we can get something crazy, maybe we won't. But figuring out will be the fun part. Round number 4. Whoops. Round number 4. There we go. No! Oh my lord. Now my patience is wearing thin, but it's fine because it's the last challenge. We're out of here real soon anyways. Nice. That's cool, and we are almost at the end here. Round 8. Round 9. And round number 10. Plus, I need 2 ultras. Interesting. And round 10. And that's it. Gold medal. Everything we could do. Of course, lots of these challenges we can't do because we didn't get all of the necessary points, but that's fine. Let's go for the prices here and see how far we can get. All the way up to 16, meaning we are getting a carbon fiber here, another carbon fiber here, and another Honda NSX. No Hummer for us, and no Charger Daytona for us. That's fine though. Let's claim the Hudson Hornet. Very cool little price car, in my opinion. Of course, made popular from the movie Cars. Here we go, Hudson Hornet, very cool. Aluminum pack up next. And then we have a ceramic pack coming up. So, for the aluminum, let's see what we can get. A new Audi, I think, there. I'll take that. And then we have a ceramic. Let's see. Ceramic, of course, has the capability of giving us a legendary. However small that odds might be, it's still in here. And okay, nothing special, unfortunately. And now we have the Ford Transit van. Very cool. We'll happily take that. Cool. And then we have another aluminum pack. Full legendary hand, why not? For the victory lap here. Okay, another aluminum pack. Nothing special, and then we have another ceramic pack, and then we have a car that I'm very excited about getting, which is nice. The MX-5 with the 787 livery. Okay, ceramic pack, again, can be interesting. Definitely can be. Let's see. And okay. And then we have this car here. Beautiful Mazda. Very happy to be receiving this. Cool. The Le Mans Mazda. And then we have ceramic pack. Let's see, something good maybe. And ooh, I'll take that. I don't think I have that one. I'll definitely take that. Unless it's a new picture, I don't have it. And here we go. Summer Games Premium Pack. And a lot of new cars though. And here we go with the carbon fiber. This is gonna be interesting. Maybe we can get something crazy. There are a lot of crazy legendaries in this tag. Maybe we can get one of them here. Summer Games Carbon Fiber Pack. Okay, extra ultra rare, we'll take that. And okay, I mean that's fine. I already have both the cars though, unfortunately. And then we have the Hummer here, which I already have one of them, but we'll get a second of these price car Hummers, which is interesting. I'll take it though, don't get me wrong. Moving on, we had another ceramic pack. Let's see what we can get. Okay, another new car with the GMC, and okay, and then another ceramic pack, and then a carbon, and then the NSX. Okay, let's see what's in this ceram. And okay, moving on, carbon fiber pack. Come on, let's have a good carbon. Epic car, please, please, please. Spider, Activa, Discovery, S90, and ooh, nice! The Impreza VR. I don't think I have this one. That's a beautiful little car here. I really do like the color scheme of this car, being the like. I don't think it's pearlescent, although it looks kind of pearlescent in this light. But the color matches perfectly with the rarity sign. Absolutely beautifully manufactured car there. Card, not car. Not too fussed about the car, but the card is very cool. Definitely shows the best side of that Subaru. And here we go with the second NSX for me. Nice. And now we will figure out what was new and what wasn't. Of course, the Hudson Hornet. We got this new Audi, as I said. This Ford Transit van, very cool price car. The Buick Encore was new as well here. The Peugeot II-07. And then of course the Mazda MX-5, very nice. And then the Volvo was new, like I suspected. And then the Buick Regal, the Fiat Strada. The Hummer, of course, another price car added to the collection, although I already had one. And then the GMC Sprint, very cool, new as I suspected. The Chevrolet XP897 GT, very cool. And the Peugeot 308 as well. Oh, I already had the Subaru. Okay, well that's fine, I'll take the fuse. And then we have the beautiful NSX-T, my second one. And there we go. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Top Drives. We got through all of the Summer Games challenges that I could get through. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to join one of the biggest Top Drives communities, check it out down below in the description. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. Until the very next time, stay safe, have a good one, take care from another, and goodbye guys.